session on active filters. Learning outcomes are: at the end of session, students will be able to explain the characteristics of various filters like low pass filter, high pass filter, band pass filter and band stop filter, and they must be able to discuss the differences between various types of filters like Chebyshev filters, then Butterworth filter and the elliptical filters. So, they will learn the characteristics and the various types of the filter. Contents are like this. So, when we say the word filter, it means that it is a frequency selective network. So, it selects the particular band of frequencies, it passes the particular band of frequencies and it attenuates the particular band of frequencies. And this particular band of frequencies can be selected and rejected with the help of frequency selective elements like resistors and capacitor. We can attenuate or we can reject the signals which are not required to us. So, applications of these filters are in the television networks, in the radio in case of FM transmissions and in various communication equipments. So, these filters are very important, but we found that many times this filter will attenuate the signal due to the passive components like resistors. So, we have to get that improvement over that particular gain. The solution of operational amplifier, transistors or some this kind of active elements. That is why we have this active filters over here. So, when we are using only resistors, capacitors or inductors, in that case we are going to have the passive filters. So, we are using here active filter in the design. So, it is called as active filter. So, classification of the filter. So, based on the working, based on the type of components used and based on the frequency of operation, there are the classification. So, first we have this analog and digital filters. So, when we are processing the analog signals, then we are calling that filter as an analog filter. But when we are going to analyze or we are going to filter out the analog signals only, but with digital processing, then we are calling it as a digital filter. So, always keep in mind we are processing the analog signals. Second, when we are going to use the passive elements only in your filter like inductor and capacitors only, then it is called as passive filter. But when we are adding the active elements like transistor, then your FET and operational amplifier, in that case we are calling that filter as a active filters. Next is when we are going to use the components like resistor and capacitor only, then we are dealing with only the audio range of frequencies, that is low frequency. So, these are called as audio filters. So, it is working beyond up to 20 to 20 kilohertz range. But when we go for the inductors, then we are able to analyze or we are able to filter the high frequency signal, that is radio frequency over there. So, we are using inductor along with the capacitor. But when we go for the larger the value of inductor, circuit becomes bulky over there and it again provides the loss in the signal. Now, the various filters, and we must know its frequency response. So, this low pass filter, this figure 1, this shows the frequency response of low pass filter, where we can find that first we have the constant gain over the frequency up to the cutoff frequency, and after cutoff frequency gain reduces. And in the same case, if you see the high pass filter, first you have a stop band. So, we are having the zero gain and after certain frequency gain increases and that will be constant afterwards. So, we have this stop band up to FC1 and after that you have the pass band. So, you can find here this is your pass band gain, and as we are saying we are going to analyze the active filter, we have the greater the value of voltage gain. So these are the two types of filter. Now third one, when we are combining the characteristics of low pass filter and the high pass filter and connecting the components in such a way that your filter passing some particular band of frequencies and rejecting all other frequencies, that is called as band pass filter. In the other way, if you are again modifying the arrangement of the components, then we can say it as a band stop filter. It just attenuates that particular band of frequency. So you can see gain of the filter has been reduced over here for this particular band, and after that it increases, and before that also it is increased. So these are the various frequency responses of the filter. So these are the four types we have seen. If you have a all pass filter, it do not have any kind of stop band and pass band. It will always pass the signal, and whatever the input is there, that is available at the output. So that is also there in the filter types. So what are the advantages of active filter? As our topic is active filters, what will be the advantages? First advantage is that it is having the gain and the frequency adjustment flexibility. You can adjust the gain of the filter as well as frequency value can be adjusted with the help of potentiometer. As we have the high input impedance, so there will be no loading effect in the active filters, so which is there in the passive filters. So we do not have any loading problem. As we are saying that we have the gain and frequency adjustments, same filter can be used for the some other different specification. So it is easier to design the active filter than the passive filter. Just you have to select few components which has to be connected outside the part of active element. It also provides the very good frequency response, that is flat frequency response. Means cutoff frequency is strictly observed over there. And accuracy with steep roll off and low noise. Steep roll off means what? There will be sharp cutoff in the frequency and there is low noise when it is used with the good circuit design components. So these are the advantages of active filter. And cost is also low, as op-amp is costing very low than any kind of some other filters over there. So cost is also low of active filters. Now look at these four graphs carefully. These are for Butterworth, Chebyshev type 1, Chebyshev type 2 and the elliptical respectively. So you can observe in all these four, in the Chebyshev filter, so this is your pass band, there are ripples in the pass band, and in the Chebyshev type 2 filter there are ripples in the stop band. So these two are also not good solution for the active filters. If you compare the elliptical filter with respect to all other types, see here there is a sharp cutoff in the frequency, that is at this particular frequency gain suddenly decreases, but ripples are there in both the bands like pass band and the stop band, and that is why elliptical filters are also not more preferred. So we have this solution to this as a Butterworth filter, which has the not sharp cutoff, but there are no ripples. This is very good advantage of the Butterworth filter, as well as we can control this roll off rate by increasing the order of filter. So the best solution for the active filter is to use Butterworth filters. Now we will see the properties of the same. It gives a monotonic amplitude response in both the bands. It is quick roll off around the cutoff frequency. It has the considerable overshoot and the ringing. Overshoot means what? After the peak value, there is again increase in the amplitude, but that is considerable, that is within the range, or error value in that is less. So there is a considerable overshoot, and ringing in the step response which gives or which can be controlled in the further orders. So, we can have control over overshoot and the ringing in the step response with the increasing order. It has slightly non-linear phase response. So, these are the properties of Butterworth filter. Now, just pause the video for a minute and just identify the incorrect statement out of these 4 statements. First statement is gain is not attenuated in the active filter. Second statement, passive filters are less expensive. Third statement, active filter does not cause loading of source. And the last statement is passive filters are difficult to tune or adjust. So, you have to find incorrect means the wrong statement out of these 4. So, think for a while and identify the incorrect statement. Yes, and the answer is option B. Because see here in the first, gain is not attenuated, it is not the case. So, gain can be controlled in the is not there. So, the answer is active filters are more economical than the passive filters. This is because of the variety of cheaper op-amp and the absence of inductors in the active filters. So, this is the incorrect statement. These are the references used. Thank you.